Playing for Magnolia, it was an experience I'll never forget. When I first initially got there, I was kind of just thrown into fire, fed to the wolves, because you got to think I'm a point guard just fresh out of America, coming into the Philippines and dealing with the top defenders in Magnolia with Kuya Mark and Kuya Gio. But after that, it taught me a lot of lessons about my career. First and foremost, just professionalism. That everyone over there takes what they need to do and kind of puts that across their chest. Like for example, like Paul Lee's routine is always coming first in the gym, so he's always there at the crack of dawn. No matter what day, he's always there at 5:30. But other guys, it's different how they operate. Like Mark, if Mark knew that he needed to get his work in, he knew that all right, day before the game, he's getting work after. So he's working on his pick and rolls, he's working on his pull-up jumpers. So it was nice to see in that terms of professionalism that like, hey, like it doesn't matter how you do it, but making sure you do it. And then the other side I learned that I think I take for granted, and a lot of people do, is usually when you're up there and you're at that level, you kind of just say like, hey, this is my job, this is all I got, this is what I got to do. And it is, for the most part, that's fine, but sometimes you can feel a sense of burnout or feel a sense of a plateauing. And that's where I had a lot of guys around me, which was good. Like when I first got there, it was like Justin Melton, Rome De La Rosa, and then even eventually my second year, James Lopfoot, just reminded me like, hey, it's still a game at the end of the day. And if it's a game, you got to have fun with it. Because if you don't have fun, it's kind of like, what are you doing in the first place? So, when I got there, because it was always like, hey, I have to do this, instead of enjoying the process, instead of understanding like, yeah, I got to pay my dues, yeah, I got to learn more, but at the end of the day, it's still like something I love to do and something that it brings me enjoyment, brings me fulfillment and amusement. So I just got to keep treated like that, and that's like my advice to other basketball players up and coming. Just because, you start earning money from it, just because, there's a little more gravitation, a little more weight to your wins, to your losses. Don't forget to have fun in the process. And that doesn't mean I'm saying like you joke around every day, but, it's still finding love, finding happiness while you play. And for the most part, going through the season, you're going to have some lulls, you're going to have some lows. For me, for sure, that's what I experienced at Magnolia, but those kind of guys like Rome, James, Justin were able to, help me understand that, yeah, it's still a job, but you can still have fun with it. So I'm thankful for my experience at Magnolia. The past few years, I got a family over there, and I always hope they're doing well, and I keep track of how they're doing. So yeah, my best wishes to them and everyone playing, and I'm like wishing them the best for the playoffs.